Hello, all, and looks like we're live. A couple of minutes late. Trying to dig out the character sheet because I'm not very organised. Well, trying to become more organised, but not finished yet. Not got everything quite ready yet. Good to see lots of people lurking in chat, having a bit of banter while you're waiting for me. Let's see who we've got. Lots of. I'm going to scroll up a long way. From the Hilt, popped in, say hello. As always, you've got your own show on a Friday, yeah. Hello, Iman. Hello, Thief Keith. Hello, Manfred. Oink, indeed. Oink, oink. Can't do a good snort. So, do we have a bit of an Iron Brew exchange going on? Good, good. Yeah. Iman's from up north, about 100 miles north of me. Who else has popped in? Still, let's have I'm scrolling down, but is it just general chatter? Just general chatter. Oh yes, see, they got a message there from Stream Elements. I'm wondering. I have set up Stream Elements to work on my channel. I didn't know whether it would work in StreamYard or not, though. So I'm just going to test something. See whether this works. See whether this does anything. Yes, 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 yes. Stream Elements works in StreamYard. I thought it just worked in OBS, but no, it appears to be working in StreamYard. So that's quite good. Anyone actually drink stronger? Not since I was 17 years old. So let's see what other little messages come up. If you put in the names of people who regularly appear on my stream after a exclamation mark, I'm going to try and come up with it for lots of people. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to try and do it for lots of people who are regulars in the chat and on the stream. So there's a little message. So I'm hoping you see my comment there. You type in exclamation mark Saxius, Stream Elements shouts back, get back on topic. Okay. I'll set one up for you, Manfred. I haven't got one. I haven't got one of those set up for you yet. I've just set them up for people who are the most frequent on the Wednesday night stream. Poison their toys, indeed. But if you'd like to have your own special one set up, then by all means send me a message and I'll put it in. I had some play with that yesterday. I haven't set one up for L yet. But I could do. Anyway, how are you all doing? Yeah, we can send lots of childish messages through the thing. I think if you do this, does this give you a list of commands? Clearly not. Clearly not. I thought it did. There are some default commands. Does this work? No. What did I do? Did I do it as this? Did I do it as that? Yes, give me a like, but only if you like me, of course. There we are. Yes. But I'm open for ideas for little chat commands to make chat a little more interactive. I do wonder if it's got any of the notifications working yet. It should notify if we get a subscriber, for example. That sort of thing. It should come up with a notification on screen. But I don't know if that's going to work. I was messing with it yesterday, and I'm a bit pathetic with things like that. So we shall see. We shall see how it works. Anywho, I was, yes, met knockers probably. I was about 2 minutes late setting everything up because I found everything to do with Friday night stream apart from these two sheets, which are the character sheet and the calendar sheet. So had to go digging for those, and I'd managed to bury them. Okay. Now I've got written down here. Where is it? 187 Thursday. And we were going through that slightly laborious task of choosing something to do during the day, something in the morning, afternoon, and evening, and hoping that it came up with something useful. And meanwhile, the adventure was just very quickly falling apart on me. I'd imagine by the time we finish this, all the pages will have fallen out. OSE tonight, people arriving shortly. Good stuff. Well, look, we exist. The channel exists for games, right? Face-to-face games take priority. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. If you've got a face-to-face game, it stops you being on a stream or stops you taking part in chat. It takes priority because that's what matters. So enjoy. I think the priority is face-to-face games, then online games, then procrastinating in streams. Is that a bit of a spoiler? Onion Buns is still alive. So we know Onion Buns is not going to die in the next 8 to 10 sessions or however many sessions you are behind. Big spoiler. That's good. Looking forward to oniony buns for a long time ahead. I'd always put a face-to-face game ahead of a Roll20 game, to be honest, because after all, that's what the games are created for. That's what RPGs are created for, face-to-face gaming. Roll20 is a decent, and Discord and that sort of stuff, a decent backup if you haven't got the means of getting a group together on the night when you're available to play. And it's a chance for people to get back into gaming. I know Daniel's because of what I'm doing here now has a face-to-face game with his family, which is great, and he joins us on a Saturday, which is also great. And that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted all along. Anyway, I just want to see. I can't remember whether I put one in. I think I've put one in. Oh, come on. I can't see my keyboard properly. Now, I'd love to go to Bavaria. But there we go. That's what happens when you put in mage. Hello. But yeah, if you can think of any silly instant chat type comments for Stream Elements to give us some amusement, then just message me, let me know, and I'll pop them in. I don't think we've got a limit as to how many we can have. I hope there's no limit. So, without further ado, I think I do need to do this one again and get us going. Come on, Stream Elements. Oh, there we are. It's a bit slow to respond sometimes. So, back on topic. Well, yeah. So Keith's got his Irn-Bru, which is marvelous. And yeah, if you're ever in the UK, Manfred, I met up with Gingerbeard over the summer, and we went to the Games Expo and had a pint and had large hot dogs, and just generally wandered around. See you anon. Enjoy the game, Mage. So I know Jean was talking about trying to arrange some sort of gaming weekend for us British nerdy gaming types. I have to see if he's come with any ideas, because I would be up for that. I'd be up for that. Right. Anyway, we're on Thursday, so we need to decide what we're going to do on Thursday. We need to decide something to do in the morning, something to do while still on the boat. On a boat heading across to Europe. So we need to decide something to do in the morning, something to do in the afternoon, something to do in the evening. We haven't struck very lucky with these so far. So our options, I'll run through them, are bingo, bridge, cinema, cocktails, deck tennis, library, mahjong, nightclub, oil painting, ping pong, resting on a deck chair, resting in our room, sauna, ship's tour, shopping, shuffleboard, and strolling around the decks. What items have we got? I don't think the items matter too much at the moment. We've got lots of beef jerky and some weapons. It's basically what we bought. The middle ground, if it's everyone from England, then the middle ground is, of course, Birmingham. Birmingham is England's middle ground. Meriden, to be precise, which is in Warwickshire, just outside Birmingham. Daniel wants booze. You want booze, or you say we get booze? We've got a rifle and spare ammo, flashlight, lots of beef jerky, first aid kit, Bowie knife, Colt 45, chewing gum, garlic powder. Anything else? Oh, 3 books: The Worst Journey in the World, Greek Dictionary, and Arabic Dictionary. What else do we need? I haven't got a clue what we need. We're just roaming. The first character's meant to die, so we're meant to lose out on all sorts of stuff going on here because we just picked wrongly. But yeah, bingo, bridge, cinema, cocktails, deck tennis, library, mahjong, nightclub, oil painting, ping pong, resting on deck chairs, resting in our room, sauna, tour of the ship, shopping, shuffleboard, and scroll decks. We have some votes. It is Thursday Holocaust, so ship tour owner was only really useful on the first day, on the Sunday. We tried a ship's tour at another time and it was useless. Oil painting, cocktails, and nightclub. I do remember the discussions about Irn-Bru. I like Irn-Bru, and I like fake Irn-Bru. As the zero sugar Irn-Bru. Okay. Rhetorical question. Beef jerky, chewing gum, and a Colt 45. So what else do we need? Probably nothing. Right, so what you need to really be doing is voting for 3 things, and then we'll see which are the 3 most popular and try and work out whether we can do them all, because certain things will only happen at certain times of the day. Mouse, sit still. Ooh, mouse has gone. Still getting used to these multiple screens. Mouse just ran off to the top screen. So, British things you might be missing out on, Faith Keith. May I ask where you're from? I mean, I'm sure you've told me before, but where are you from? Blue. You went to Edinburgh and Aberdeen and you didn't have Irn-Bru. It's Scottish.
It's Scotland from Gutters.
That's it. You just heard my wife say, made in Scotland from Gutters, as the advert used to say. Made in Scotland from Gutters. There's been a murder. Ah, so you are from our shores, Faith Keith. You're from Cumbria, up north. I can't probably do Cumbria accent, right? Is it like North Yorkshire type accent, or is it more sort of East Coast? Because it's Northumberland, West Coast, Lancashire, North Lancashire type accent. You're from the lakes around there, or further north. Now, one of my new monitors, so I say new monitor, robbed it from what the kids used to use. It keeps trying to switch itself off. That's it. So, right. Nice part of the world, though, Cumbria. The votes so far, we've got votes for oil painting, cocktails, nightclub, library, ship's tour, shuffleboard, library, bridge, and sauna. So 2 votes now for library. Anyone else want to vote on what we're going to do? Creaky chair. I have swapped my chair. This one isn't as creaky as the other one. But yeah, we need some more votes on what we're going to do this day on the boat. I wonder if I can pin a list. I'm not actually in YouTube. It's a pain. Iman's pretty good at accents. He can do them. Yep. What are we doing? We're on a boat, Daniel, and we're trying to work out what we're going to do on the Thursday. And I read out a big list of things a couple of times, and people have been voting, but not many votes have come in so far. So library is the most common one, most popular one so far today. But no, it's become canon in our OSE game that half orcs have a Slavic accent. So he's Iman's dived into that. Mage started it. Iman's dived into it as well. We had another half orc that died almost immediately. I think that was Slan. Slan had that one. Go with books. Okay. So, right, in the morning, we're going to go to the library. What else should we do during the day? Shall we go with... Okay. So we say library, shuffleboard will be the afternoon. Vote on the evening. Vote on what to do in the evening. Evening options are bingo, bridge, cinema, cocktails, mahjong, nightclub, ping pong, resting in our room, go for a sauna, and stroll on the decks. So have a vote on what to do in the evening. So we're going to go library, shuffleboard, then something else. And I'm going to write this down. Booze in the evenings, cocktails. Okay. So Thursday, we're going to go library, shuffleboard, cocktails. It's assumed you're eating on the boat. There's no need to specify eating time on the boat because you are fed. You are fed and you're rested. Okay. But booze has won. We've had 3 votes for cocktails in total. Clever sod. You're a scientist. Okay. So on Thursday, go to 148. Oh, shuffleboard. Library hasn't done anything. Cocktails hasn't done anything, but shuffleboard has given us a hit. As you walk down a corridor, I'm assuming towards the shuffleboard game, whatever shuffleboard may be. I'm not very familiar with it. I think it's an on-deck game. Actually, sorry about the clattering. I did find these the other day. The dice that came with my Call of Cthulhu starter set. I should be using these for this. Right. It says here, make a spot hidden roll. Okay, thank you, dice. No, we failed. I Call of Cthulhu dice have just started off with an 86. They're quite nice, though. They're quite pretty. Look at that. A nice colour. Part bowling, part curling. If you failed the spot hidden. Right, okay, I failed the spot hidden. Go to 106. Right. Gotta get used to my mic being in a new place. Right, okay. So what it was, as you walk down the corridor, attempt a spot hidden roll. If successful, you notice a small Egyptian fellow lurking ahead of you. You may have seen him before. He holds something in his hand. But if you fail the spot hidden, go to 106. The small man pulls out a dagger and swings it towards your midsection with alarming speed, but it misses and sticks into the wall. Meanwhile, you can retrieve a weapon if you carry one, or you can run. Right, we have a chance to hit him. I'm going to say we're on deck of a liner. We're on deck of a liner. We do have a Colt 45, but we've also got a Bowie knife. Do you think the Bowie knife is a better idea? Or do you want to try and shoot him? We are rubbish at fighting. So, knife or gun? Get him. So I wasn't aware that Thief Keith was a Brit here. I said, well, another Brit. Cup of tea. You can see my reflection in my mug. Is that weird? You can see my tea reflecting in that reflection. You can see my reflection on the tea in the reflection. Okay, so I'm going to try knifing. Right, okay, dice. Be good to me. Ooh. Do you want to use 1 point of luck? We failed our knifing attempt by a single point. Shall we spend the luck to hit him? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Okay. Down to 33 luck. That's well damaged. Who are we killing? Well, we've been mugged on deck by a little Egyptian chap with a knife. And it says, okay, if you hit him and are able to deal 3 or more hit points of damage, and I've just rolled 4, I've rolled Bowie knife D6 there. I rolled a D6 anyway. 4, the coward runs from the cabin and escapes. If you miss, he has a chance to attack again. So we've stabbed him and he's run. If you survive and an unsuccessful search is made for the attacker, if you're injured, the ship's hospital can attend to your wounds. Okay, so that's not a knife. This is a knife. Crocodile Dundee. Right. It says, okay, we've chased off an attacker. A little Egyptian guy has tried to stab us. That's all that's happened on Thursday, but obviously it is crucial. So we've done Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's Thursday over. No, he's running, so we can't shoot him in the back. He has run. According to the adventure, he has escaped. Move on to go back to the ship activity table. Right, we're going on to Friday. More pages are falling out of the book. They've fallen out now as far as entry 145. Okay, so on Friday, it says in the text that there's a search of the ship and he's not found. So it doesn't give us a lot of chance to find out who he was, unfortunately. Typical limiting factor of a choose your own adventure. I wonder if this would work as a scenario, though, in terms of playing it with a group. I don't know. Anyway, what do you want to do on Friday? It's the usual list of bingo, bridge, cinema, cocktails, deck tennis, library, mahjong, nightclub, oil painting, ping pong, resting on the deck, resting in our room, sauna, tour of the ship, shopping, shuffleboard, and stroll decks. We are probably 2/3 of the way into our voyage. So we have a vote for bingo. Fancy playing some bingo. Two votes for bingo. The old people are taking over chat. It's an old person's game. So bingo is afternoon and evening. So bingo in the afternoon, yeah? So Friday. What do you reckon in the morning, though? You can't do bingo in the morning. So if you say bingo in the afternoon, come up with a morning activity. Bingo with cocktails. Cocktail party in the evening, perhaps. But we need morning activity, so something to do in the morning. Iman, from what I know of most of the people here, they're old enough to be your dad. Brush your teeth in the morning. I'm going to take that as a vote for resting in your room. Stroll the deck in the morning. Okay, so strolling the deck. Yeah, okay. And what about in the evening? Shall we try clubbing or something? We haven't done that yet. Or playing bridge? Clubbing? Something like that? We've got bingo and we've got stroll decks for the daytime activities. Tennis is... You can't do that in the evening. Evening cocktails. I think cocktail is good. Afternoon bingo, yeah. Stroll the deck in the morning. Afternoon game of bingo. Oh, 2 votes for bridge. Bridge has just leapt in. So we've got stroll, then bingo, then bridge. Is this our old person's day, where we go for a stroll and then we play bingo and then we play some bridge? Play some whist, yes. Having said that, though, I used to play bridge when I was at school. It was the only card game you were allowed to play in school, as I found out when I got a detention for playing poker. Whoops. No, I already knew. But bridge is a good game. Okay, so we've got stroll, bingo, bridge today. Cocktails didn't get us anything yesterday. All right, on Friday, go to 192 for stroll, bingo, and bridge. Those are what we're looking for. 192, okay. Go to 126. Okay. Oh. If you chose cinema, shopping, or library, then things happen. Okay. We've had a very pleasant day, on which nothing has happened. Right, that was no good. Let's okay, it's Saturday. What do you want to do on Saturday? What should we do Saturday? Where are we? So Saturday morning, afternoon, and evening. 3 slots again. We need to find something that triggers something. You're turning 54 this weekend, Manfred. You got 3 years on me. Well, I'll be 52 later this year. Justin's not very old, though. I think Justin's older than Iman, though. But he's definitely a young lad compared to a lot of us. Hello, Slam. How you doing? You snuck in there. Quite a few of our OSE lot in chat at the moment. If you're playing tomorrow, just make sure you click the event thing, just so we know how many players to expect. So Iman, Slan, been regular players. I know Slan, you might not be involved in for a little while. Things have happened. Daniel, I think you've already clicked yours, haven't you? Already clicked to say you're joining in. Yeah, Justin, you're young. Yes, it's the Discord game tomorrow. We've got an afternoon game, and it is afternoon for you because you're in Germany, and an evening game, which is evening for you as well because it's Germany. But I think you're busy, aren't you, on Saturdays? I think you've already said that before. Right. Anyway, we need to decide what we're going to do. For UK time, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. are the two sessions. Good stuff, Slan. We'll see you there tomorrow. Good stuff. So OSE tomorrow, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. 2 sessions. The afternoon session is looking to be quite busy. My evening sessions looks dead at the moment. There's no one signed up for it. But that's the way it goes. You'll be in the evening one, Iman. Good stuff. Good stuff. So Justin's just saying cocktails for this one. All right. Okay. Daniel, see you in the morning. Hungar says kick them in the nuts. Oh, hang on. I've got Hungar. I'm sure I put one of these in. Yes. If you type in ! Hungar, you get a message saying defender of all that is good and true and of beards. I should have it say kick them in the nuts, to be honest. Right, so we've got what do you have to do again? As in tomorrow. Turn up in Discord and be ready to play OSE. That's all. You can make a character there and then. Yes, Hungar. And I think I should put something about nut kicking in that message as well. I did forget about that. As people play with my little message thing. So if someone can just type in !Saxius, then we'll get started. Right. What have we got votes for? We've got votes for tennis. Oh. Thank you, Hungar. You're a star. You're an absolute rock among men. And there we are, Halakar with the get back on topic for the Saxius comment. I'll just do me. Anyway, we've got voting for tennis. People don't seem to want to be voting for this. It is dragging a little bit, this section. Justin has voted for cocktails every single time of the day. So we've got tennis and cocktails as options. Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. You're a good man. It's the same as walking left 3 times in a row. Yes, exactly. Right, so we've got votes for cocktails and for tennis at the moment. Tennis, oil painting, and cocktails. You're welcome to lurk, Daniel. You are welcome to lurk. Lurk away. So, tennis, oil painting, cocktails at the moment. So we're looking at a bit of various pleasurable activities during the day, followed by booze. Anyone else want to vote? Dennis is a menace with his anyone for tennis. Anyone else want to vote on today's activities, or are we going to go with tennis, oil painting, cocktails today? It is completely random what hits. I mean, strolling, shopping, and library yesterday. I think. Oh no, we went strolling. It was shopping, something else, and library. Can't remember. So Saturday, you vote for self-defense classes. Okay. Go on a cruise and come back being competent at taekwondo or Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Halakha wants to go to the cinema. But I think you've been outvoted, Halakha, because tennis, oil painting, cocktails has been popular. So shall we see what we get? 193. Go to 148. 148. If you chose stroll deck, shuffleboard, or stroll deck morning, shuffleboard afternoon, or stroll deck evening, then something happens. And that would have been the mugging. If you've already been to the mugging, go to something else instead. But we've missed out on that. So Saturday was just a pleasant day of nothing happening. I wonder if this trip is just triggering people attacking you. So, okay, Sunday. We move on to Sunday. But we do suck at this. We do completely. On the second Sunday, okay, so this is our last day on board the boat, right? Last day on board the boat. So you know the list. So let's go for morning, afternoon, evening, and let's try and hit something. Yeah, it's our last day on the boat. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the other guy. We haven't managed to encounter people. We keep missing them. Tea's a bit tepid now. I made it 3/4 of an hour ago. Bingo. So is that going to be cocktails, go to room, Halakha? I mean, bingo, bingo, bingo is a chance to chat up the old ladies, which would be more our thing because Louis Grunwald is 53 years old. So one last, we haven't done sauna yet, have we? We haven't done sauna. We don't know. We don't know, Manfred. We missed out on a shopping trigger. So it's a bit of a shame. Shopping, sauna, cinema. Okay. We've got bingo, bingo, bingo. Shopping, sauna, cinema. Any others? Strolling the decks on the last night. That's been suggested. I need a consensus. I do need some form of consensus. So it's up to you lot to decide. Argue amongst yourselves. I'll just sit here and because there's a message in Discord. Oh, Mage sent it 12 minutes past 10. Okay. I'll go back to the stream. There we are. Right, so we've got strolling in the evening. Shopping, cinema, strolling. Forget the sauna. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Shopping, cinema, stroll. Sauna, shuffleboard, cinema. That's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons. What's my favourite tea? I just have a whatever's in the nearest tea bag with half a sugar and a bit of oat milk. But I imagine black pomegranate would be quite nice. So we're definitely strolling and we're definitely shopping, but are we going to go cinema for the other one? I think, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. We're going to go shopping, cinema, stroll. Forget the sauna. Forget the sauna. Forget the sauna. Shopping, cinema, stroll. 171. The triggers today were rest in room, oil painting, and cocktails. First night, we don't do cocktails for ages. So we didn't rest in room, we didn't do any oil painting, and we didn't do cocktails. I guess a cocktail party on the last night on board. I suppose that makes sense. But, oh well. Oh well. So, on the second Monday, you arrive in Athens. Okay. Athens Harbour. Piraeus. If arriving by boat, approaching the coast, you see that it is similar to that of New England, with oddly shaped inlets, gulfs, and headlands. But New England is cool, moist, and green. Here, luxurious golden warmth pervades everything. The Greek Republic, only 7 years old, totters under the hardships of the worldwide depression. The people are eager for tourists, as foreign money is much needed. Your ship docks at the gaily decorated harbour at Piraeus. Higher up in the hills beyond, Athens gleams beneath the midday sun. Many black automobiles bear the word taxi hand-lettered on their sides. Okay, we do have some options. We do have some options here. Right. We've been told to go to Athens Bureau of Investigation to speak to Corporal Ilionas, but it does say watch out for the cabbies. And here we have an option here saying, if you decide to take a cab to the Bureau of Investigations, otherwise go to any Athens location. Steamers depart every Tuesday and Friday. So it's Sunday now, so we can leave Athens for other places. Oh, right, okay. I need you to remember these. Connection points from Athens. All right. We can Tuesday and Friday, 3 p.m. steamer to Alexandria. A ship to Bremen Tuesday and Saturday at 4 p.m. Don't know, we haven't found out why we'd want to go to Bremen yet. Ship to Bremen, and there's also a ship leaving every Friday at noon to New York. Friday noon, New York. Those are our options. All right. Okay. So we can go to the Athens locations, but it does say, do we want to take a cab to the Bureau of Investigations? We've been warned about taxis, but we do need to go to the Athens Bureau of Investigations. So shall we take a cab to the Bureau of Investigations? Yes or no? Up to you. There's a massive locations table for Athens as well. But we do know we've got to go to the Bureau ASAP to see Corporal Ilionas. Doesn't say what time it is. Okay. We were warned to avoid the cabs by somebody early on. I don't remember who. Okay, Bureau, by cab, 1:30. Oh, we've arrived. Athens Bureau of Investigation. The Bureau is open from 9 a.m. till noon and 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm guessing we've probably arrived morning, so I'm going to say it's 2 p.m. I don't know what time of day it is, so I'm just going to say 2 p.m. on the Sunday. Going to cross out times. There we go. Party till Friday until miss our ship. Yeah, okay. Yes. The important things in between partying. Right. You quickly locate the investigator in charge of Glier's case, a Corporal Ilionas. After a few pleasantries, his words stun you. Sir, I regret to inform you that Professor Tibor Glier is dead by his own hand. He has hanged himself. Perhaps he was too ashamed of his theft of the Carpathos device from the museum. We do not know, but yes, a suicide. A sad end. Your mind reels. You've come all this way to no purpose. You cannot believe that Glier would end his own life, even though his career was in jeopardy. Is Ilionas positive? You suspect foul play? No, that is not reported. The pathologist found signs of self-mutilation, common enough with suicides. What? Oh, the doctor is vacationing in Switzerland. He will not be back for weeks. The corporal considers for a moment. You can see Glier's cell, I suppose, unless someone new has moved in. He was held at the Hall of Justice. Okay. It does say here, if we can make our... It says make a persuade or charm roll. Persuade 40. Okay. Dice hate us. The Carpathos device is something they found in Athens, and it's believed that Glier stole it. It's believed to be very old. Okay. Ilionis will, if you make the successful persuade or charm roll, Ilionis will allow you to use his name at the Hall of Justice. We failed on that, so he won't. Okay. Do we try to get more information from Ilionis? Shall we ask about getting a Greek interpreter, or shall we go to somewhere else in Athens? So these are our options. Try and get more information from Ilionis. So more info. Ask about a Greek interpreter, or go somewhere else. For example, the Hall of Justice. Has he been offed by them? I'd imagine Manfred would say things with a German accent. Das ist gut, ja. If it's a German accent, I can't do German. Remember very little. We've got some good words from German though. Schadenfreude is a good German word. Trade him some beef jerky. Ah, yes. He might not get along with you and his Slavic character Oswald. Well, no. Ah, so Manfred, you're actually a Yank. So you haven't got a German accent. Ah. Does that confuse the Germans? No, there's only one accent. You got any whiskey? Eigengrau. I'll just close my eyes to see what I say. I don't see black and grey when I close my eyes. I have all sorts of things going on in my weird. Zeitgeist. It means something like time ghost, zeitgeist, something like that. Well, sometimes I am doing the accent. The accent. Schnapps and a beer. You always see red, Justin, with your eyes open or closed. Right, so anyway, what's it? Spirit of the time. Time ghost, yes. Zeitgeist. Time spirit. I don't think seeing Paisley when closing your eyes is entirely normal. Paisley's a town in Scotland. I wouldn't want to see that when I close my eyes. So more info. Okay, let's go for more. Try and get some more info from 204. You asked to see Ilionis' report. It says that Gliere refused to talk freely, but that he made libelous statements about museum director Pisistratos, and that he pleaded that the Carpathos device not be sent to Cairo. It also notes that Gliere demanded protection even while he was in his cell. Ooh. Go to 40. But yes, very strange. Professor Gliere first stealing that device, then taking his own life. I wish I could tell you more. The Carpathos device is mysterious. No one knows its true nature. Perhaps the scholars in the National Museum can tell you about it. Okay. Make an int roll. The dice will pass now. Yes. Good. Oh, int is 17. I've rolled 31. That's good. Go to 21. And the Carpathos device, you ask, was it returned to the museum? He shakes his head. Oh no, it was scheduled to be sent to the National Museum in Cairo for a special exhibit. The device may be Egyptian, you see. The plans were not changed. Is it still September? Yes, it is. 128. The Carpathos device at the moment is on a ship bound for Cairo. There we go. So what the thing we are after is on a ship bound for Cairo. And now it says make a psychology roll. 59. No, we failed. 131. A slender, dark-haired young fellow calls out, "Hey, English, taxi, anywhere in Athens, 5 drachmas. Do we get in? Or do we want another cabin driver?" Aha. Right, so we've left the bureau with a bit of information. The Carpathos device is on its way to Cairo. Yeah. And now we're being hailed by a taxi driver who wants us to get in. Arsch Geiger. I don't know what Geiger means, but does it mean hole by any chance? If it's an Egyptian artifact, it belongs in the London Museum. Yes, indeed. And if it's a Scottish accent artifact, it definitely belongs in London. Wait for another. Geiger's violin. Arse violin. Arsch Geiger. Whole thing just means idiot. Okay. Why did I'd have thought Hungar Justin's message here would have triggered the Hungar message. Right, Hungar wants to get in. There's no option to rent a scooter, but we can. Everyone else is saying wait for another one. So Hungar have been outvoted. Wait for another cabin driver. 58. You see 3 drivers standing near their cabs. One is young, another is an old man, and the third is nattily dressed. Which will you hire? Okay. It does say make a psychology or spot hidden roll at this point. And we've passed a spot hidden, so go to 15 first. I'm hoping this tells us something about the drivers. Nattily means neatly, smartly, not nastily. Natty dresser. Nobody goes near the well-dressed driver. Perhaps there's something odd about that. The old fellow looks shaky but serene, while the young driver looks friendly but perhaps overly brash. Okay. Which one do we go for? Natty, not Natalie. Nattily. 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 Smartly. Swish. So who do we go with? Do we go for the young driver, the old driver, or the well-dressed driver? Your choice. That's it. I'm like Natalie, yes. As in not us. As I'm sat here with my old UK Games Expo t-shirt. What year was this one? I think this was the 2019 one. Should say on it somewhere. Oh, 2018. 2018. Hyundai's trying to get us killed. Schweinsteiger. He's a footballer. We've been warned about the cabs. Now we've got two people wanting to go for the well-dressed driver. One person wanting to go for the old driver. Is that what Sebastian Schweinsteiger's name literally means? Sebastian Pig Mounter. Right. So we've got to vote on the cab driver, to be honest. So we've got 2 votes for the old guy, 2 votes for the smartly dressed guy. Get your votes in. 13 people in chat. Let's have plenty of votes for this one. Iman saying go for the well-dressed one. Another vote for the old guy. So it's 3-3 now. Sland makes it 4-3 going for the old guy. Keep voting, chaps. I've had my new car, by the way. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Hungar. Right, 5 for the old guy now. Right, okay. Old guy it is. 201. I've got a Hyundai i40, the estate one, with all the gadgets, sat nav and seats that twist and do that, and lumbar support and dual zone aircon. Hyundai i40 estate, a 1.7 diesel, 136 brake horsepower. Very nice, very smooth. Yes, good South Korean car. Yeah, good reliability record, very spacious, very comfortable, very quiet. Plenty of poke. It put your foot down, picks up a bit slowly, but then turbo wakes up and. Right, the old man questions you about your visit. He seems almost suspicious. You can get out of your cab and get another, or you can answer the questions, or you can instruct your driver to be quiet and take you where you want, which you will do, and you'll go to your destination. Okay. So basically, do we do we answer his questions or do we just go to wherever we want to in Athens? That's answer his questions, yes or no, basically. They're planning on doing it here, Manfred, by 2030. It's not an option. Hi, Jeb. It's not an option to lie about the visit. He should answer our questions. Yes. I'm a motorsport fan. I mean, I saw a video the other day on YouTube of a recent rallycross meeting, and they had an electric car class, and all the other cars were roaring around, making lovely throaty growls, and the electric car race was just this whining. Yes, the cars were fast. Yes, they threw up loads of dirt and dust and sideways around the corners, but they don't make the right noise, and that's wrong. Anyway, answer his questions. Okay, you want to answer his questions? You have wandered into something beyond your wildest dreams, he says. My friends wish to help you. Find out what you must, then meet me at the Parthenon at sundown. Okay, so it says meet him at the Parthenon at sundown. Right, okay. Okay, we go to our Athens location sheet. Right, it's the first time I've read out the Athens locations. These are all the things on here. It's currently 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We've got Athens Bureau of Investigation. We've been there. Athens Hall of Justice. Athens Harbour, Athens Airport. Railway station and restaurant. Hospital. Hotel. Motorship Kionas, you can hire it. National Museum of Archaeology. The New York Sun European Edition office. Food vendors. Parthenon. Piosatos Cafe. Another a typo here. It's Motorship Kionas again. Spiro's Outfitters and Suppliers, or taxis. So we've got Hungar, is it keeping you happy? Having a little message there. Yeah, I need to make some more. So yeah, give me messages on Discord and I'll make them. So we've got hotel or restaurant and Hall of Justice suggestions. Another one for Hall of Justice. Okay. Shall I run through them again? Bureau of Investigation, we've already been there. Hall of Justice. I'm going to ignore the general ones because we know we can always go to the hotel or restaurant. So open at the moment. Museum of Archaeology. There's newspaper, cafe, outfitters, all that sort of stuff. Another one for Hall of Justice. Okay. We can get drunk tonight. Hall of Justice then. Okay, we will arrive there at 4 p.m. Athens Hall of Justice. The Hall of Justice and the King's Court of Appeals are open from 9 a.m. till noon and from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Friday. If Christos is with you, he knows exactly where to go. If you're alone, you spend an hour before you arrive at the right corridor. Okay, so we lose an hour because someone called Christos isn't with us. Here's my can't find my sheet with my dates on it. Meh. I dropped it. Fallen on the floor. Am I really stupid? Oh, there it is. We've survived. Yeah, we've survived. We're still alive, Straw Piglet. So, but we've just wasted an hour. So we've arrived at 4 p.m., wasted an hour, so it's now 5 p.m. Okay. We have got an English to Greek phrase book, haven't we? Yes, we have. So it says turn to 6. Okay. Hello, squirrel. There's a big difference between the phrase book and speaking a language. You have real trouble in being understood or understanding what's being said to you. You are going to need an interpreter. They speak English at the Athens Bureau of Investigation. Perhaps you could find something there. Okay, right. So the phrase book is useless. It says we need to find an interpreter. So do we go back to the Bureau of Investigation, get an interpreter and come back here? It's up to you. Yes or no? Or do we do something else? Did you see I started streaming the original Baldur's Gate, the proper Baldur's Gate? This computer can stream things fine. It's much better than the old one. Montoron's dead already. Free in the party at the moment. Yogi, son of Yog, Imoen, and Tsar, but I'll get rid of Tsar at some point. Okay, so we go back to the Bureau of Investigation. Okay. The Bureau of Investigation is still open, 130. You probably did, Justin, but as you do tend to troll people, they've probably ignored you. Ask about getting a Greek interpreter, 170. So you've used another hour. Okay, so it's now 6 p.m. 170. After 1d3 hours of waiting around, Evgenia, an interpreter, is found for you. Okay. So we have hired Evgenia for the length of our stay. Hello, Elfbait. Yeah, I mean, my Monday lot are enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. And they're not bothered by all the silliness. So, yeah, I mean, I've heard it is meant to be a decent game. So, yeah, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 1, though, because I like that one. Right. But it's taken us 2 hours. So it is now 7 p.m. The place is closing. Yes. That's the thing, Manfred. I've heard it's a good game. I just think there are things included in it that shouldn't be in a computer game RPG. And I do question why they've put them in there. That is a rhetorical question. I don't know the answer from. Okay, so 7 p.m. Lots of places are closing. So what's now open? We can go get some food, find a hotel, go to the hospital. We can hire a boat. We can go to the newspaper, or we can go to the Parthenon. It's up to you. Shall we go to the Parthenon because we might have someone to meet us there? Look at my hovercraft is full of eels. Well, Does anyone to find out what the Greek for my hovercraft is full of eels is? That would be great. It is. We haven't got time to go to the museum today. Sadly, it's now closed because Finding Evgenia, sundown is about now. We are at around sundown now, so that's good. We can go to the Parthenon at sundown. Let us part anon. Okay, the Parthenon. 194. Irn-Bru. I'm still talking about. Everyone's still talking about Irn-Bru. Do you get Irn-Bru in America? If you don't, it is nice. As I say, it's made in Scotland from Gudders. You've never seen the advert. The Parthenon. The majestic temple columns glow golden yellow in the setting sun, deepening to blue as you clamber across the rubble to reach the lonely inner court. The beauty of the scene somehow oppresses you, and gradually you sink into your own thoughts. As you ponder the suicide of Glier, a scream abruptly brings you to the present. The cries seem to come from nowhere. Suddenly you're aware of your isolation and vulnerability in the deepening gloom. Okay, we have. It's a fruity, fizzy drink. No alcohol, nothing like that. It's quite sweet. Very nice. So we have our options here are hide, try to sneak away, or just try to stroll away casually. So hide, sneak, or stroll. Those are your options, chat types. Oh, you've got Irn-Bru in specialty shops. Oh, no, yep, fair. Hide. Okay. We're hiding. You crouch in the gloomy shadows. Soon you hear slow, shuffling footsteps from many directions. Do you wish you'd run instead? Somehow you count yourself glad that you can't make out the faces of the approaching figures which move as though alive and yet remind you of the dead. Now you're sure they see you. You begin to panic. Okay. Do we run or do we attempt to get away by using fast talk? So run or fast or try and talk our way out of it. Those are our options. Run or talk our way out of this. Run. And fast talk sounds interesting. Talk shite. We're not very good at it. We only have the basic skill in it. Unless, do you want to give our characters some lessons in talking shite, Justin? Okay. They want us to die, Mr. Bond. Okay, I'm going to attempt fast talk. We've only got the base skill in this, which is very low. And 40 is not good enough. I've rolled the check before it's even asked me to. Oops. Despite your best efforts, the dark figures continue to advance towards you. You're surrounded, and reaching hands grasp you, closing around different parts of your body, tighter and tighter. You whimper and then scream. The last thing you see is a nightmare of hollow eyes. The last thing you smell is the stench of fetid, hungry mouths. It is the end. We're dead. Louis Grunewald is dead. There we go. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. What happens when Louis dies is you begin as the next investigator, Ernest Holt, who I happen to have ready here. Okay, let me just describe Ernest Holt to you. He is an industrialist. He lives in New York. He is 62 years old. He's a big guy, but his other physical skills are quite low. He's intelligent. He's got a damage bonus to his size and build. He's very, very slow moving. Do you need any special dice to play these books? Nah, I'm using these ones. Just percentile. This is a bit like paranoia. Yeah, blame Justin. All blame Justin. Right. So he's a mature big guy. Due to having a size of 80, he's got a damage bonus, decent hit points. He's intelligent. He's got 55 luck as well. Slow moving. Right. His skills. He's better with a revolver. He's got decent credit rating, intimidate. He speaks English and a little bit of German. He's got some basic law and accounting, some listen, persuade, psychology, spot hidden, and throw. Those are his skills. And he has 150 points to spend on other skills. So, chat, what do you want to spend these points on? Up to you. I will describe him. He is clean shaven with a receding hairline and prominent eyebrows. He's very wealthy as well. So, these dice came with the Call of Cthulhu starter set, which is this. I have it up here. I bought it at Games Expo a few years back. His occupation is industrialist. No, we can't spend them on prominent body parts. Straw piglet. So 150 points to spend on skills. I'm going to do what we did before. Pick 5 skills. Get a consensus in chat what 5 skills you want to boost, and we'll put 30 into each one. Judging by his stats, he's got a prominent gut, so he probably hasn't seen it for a few years. Psychology. Just think of skills that might be useful in this type of game. Halakar's got one of them there. Psychology, that's a good one. Yes, there is the interpersonal skills are charm, intimidate, persuade, and fast talk. And he's already got 50 in intimidate and 40 in persuade. So he's all right at those. You can boost them a bit more if you want. Knowledge of old ones, common sense, and sneak. Right. So I'm going to put 30 into fast talk, 30 into occult, 30 into sneak, and 30 into psychology. Is that fair? Those are suggestions so far. Fast talk, sneak, occult, psychology. They're good calls. One more. Library use, dodge. We've already got sneak, listen. What's his dodge? His dodge is currently at 30. It's not great. His library use is standard base, which is 25, 20 or 25. Listen, he's got listen of 30. So, yeah, okay, well, dodge, library use, or listen. Vote for library. Library's a good one to have. Yeah, they're all percentages in this, Manfred. Okay. I'm going to note down here, plus 30 in fast talk, sneak, occult, psychology, and library use. Okay, there we go. So he is set up. I am going to say, I'm just going to mention now, I know I've been trying to get it going for a while, but I would like to run a live game of Call of Cthulhu on a stream. And I've decided the first time I do it, I'm going to run a very, very simple adventure. I'd like whoever plays to be relatively new to Call of Cthulhu, not really know many of the mechanics, because I'm going to do it as like an introduction to Call of Cthulhu and talk people through the mechanics while we're running it. And I'm going to run one of the adventures in that. Very, very simple, very sort of gentle adventure. So anyone who wants to apply, do so through in Discord. I have spoken to both Gingerbeard and DK about it. They've both played a little bit of Call of Cthulhu, but they'd both be up for it. But Manfred, if you're up for it, then and if you've not played Call of Cthulhu, that could be a good one. I know, Halakar, you're always working when I'm streaming, so shame. I don't know when I would do it. I'd probably do it on a Friday night, replacing this on a Friday. But we shall see. And it makes sense, though, for someone in Britain or Europe to be the player, because obviously you haven't got to worry about getting home from work, making dinner, all that sort of stuff, which I know affects a lot of the Americans on the channel. But you'd be happy playing live on YouTube in front of everybody? Then I think that might be a good call. Have a chat tomorrow. If you're in Discord tomorrow and playing OSC tomorrow, we'll have a chat. Okay. So we have started as Ernest. Order of play for investigators is entry 36. Ernest's starting point. Right, okay. Ernest Holt's apartment. Something is wrong. You learned long ago to trust your hunches. Grunwald's telegram stopped without explanation 72 hours ago. Your inquiries have gone unanswered. Should you alert your agents scattered across the globe? Judiciously sipping superb brandy, at last you decide against the employment of proxies. Grunwald hinted of mysteries beyond the capacities of mere assistants. You trust his judgment and decide to go yourself. You scrawl instructions to subordinates and dictate phone messages to a secretary whom you have callously woken from sound sleep. Your holdings will tend to themselves for a few weeks. Your passport is in order. You'll pull strings to get an assortment of visas overnight. Mere government cannot keep Ernest Holt from aiding a friend. A liner sails soon. Jenkins can have you packed and ready to go in an hour. You have plenty of time. It's a pity your experimental transatlantic passenger plane isn't quite ready. Though that would be fun. You find yourself eagerly anticipating action in the field. You feel ready for anything. You call Lydia Lau at the New York Sun, a despicable rag of a newspaper, but a crackerjack young lady with lots of talent. Miss Lau has heard nothing from Grunewald either. You notice her professional interest grow as you talk, and you asked her to write nothing for a few days. I'm sure there's a proper explanation, you say grandly, but somehow you know that neither of you believes that statement. Now you sleep. You'll attend to details tomorrow. When you wake, go to any New York location. So, we've lost 3 days. Last heard 3 days ago, so last heard on Sunday. 1, 2, 3. So, it is Thursday, the 17th of September. We are in New York again. The next boat is Saturday at midday. We're in New York. We've done all the moping around in New York. Do you want to go anywhere while we're here? But I'm pretty sure we pretty much went everywhere with Louis Grunewald. So, and it does suggest he's been in touch with him. So we don't need to find anything out. Shall we just skip forward to Saturday lunchtime and get on the boat? I don't know. Then we have to go through the whole boat thing again. Oh, did anyone make a note of what things were useful on what days? I mean, we could buy stuff. I'm just assuming we buy stuff in the 2 days. I mean, that's easy enough to do. Let's see what he's got. He's already got a Colt 45 revolver and a 12 gauge shotgun. He already owns those. I'm only going to be streaming for another 5 or 10 minutes more, Manfred. So enjoy your food. By the time you get back, I'll probably be gone. He's already got guns. What stuff do you think he should take? Beef jerky, garlic. I'll add that. I know you're going to say yes to that. Flashlight and lighter. Yeah. Flashlight. Lighter. Pens. Notepad. Magnifying glass. Okay. Vampires. Compass. Good idea. Doubt Choose Your Own Adventure will ask us for any of these. 47 pounds of beef jerky. A whole suitcase packed full of beef jerky. Yeah, that's good. That'll do. Yeah. All right. Shall we just assume we're going to go forward to board the boat, because we already know all the things that are happening in New York, I think. Yeah. So vote yes or no. Move straight forward to boat journey. Yes or no? To the vote. Okay. To the vote. Okay, so I'm going to move us straight forward to Saturday. We're going on the boat. Cunard Lines 104. Das Boot. Upon departure, go to 187. Includes all meals, so we don't need to worry about meals while we're doing this. 187. You're back, Manfred. We've gone forward to the boat. We've loaded up on beef jerky. Right, on the first Sunday. Right, I'm going to say now, I do remember some of the first day. The first day had the useful things were rest in your room and ship's tour. So I'm going to suggest straight away on the Sunday, AM resting rooms. I know that is, I remember that. PM ship's tour. So we're just going to vote for the evening activity for the first day. And the options are bingo, bridge, cinema, cocktails, library, mahjong, nightclub, ping pong, resting in our room again, going for a sauna, or stroll on the deck. So evening, what do you want to do? Oh, I am tired. I've got work tomorrow. I normally have this combination of Saturday and Sunday off, but I don't this weekend. I'm going to cover my colleague who's on holiday. So I'm in work tomorrow afternoon. 2 votes for rest, 1 for ping pong, 1 for the library. Another vote for library. This will be our last vote of the stream, so we'll get the outcome of this, and then we'll call it a night. So let's have everyone voting. 2 for rest, 2 for library, 1 for ping pong at the moment. Straw Piglets voted for rest as well, so that's 3 for resting. So are we having a lazy first day with a ship's tour in the middle? I think so. Okay. I'm going to hurry you all up. Eve. Rest. Okay. So the first day, the first Sunday, go to 73. Okay. Right. So we've hit 2 of these. So if you've scheduled room AM, PM, or night, go to 167. We did. So I'm just going to quickly have a look at that and then come back here for the ship's tour. So 167. You hear a knock at your cabin door. Cabin steward, sir. May I make up the room? Do we tell the steward to come back later? Or do we let him in? Come back later, or in you come. So do we let the cabin steward into our room, or do we tell him to op it, come back later? 3 for letting him in. Come in. Okay. 47. Okay. I'm going to read all this out. If you've already survived this entry, the steward is harmless. Go to the ship's activity table. If not, read on. A new steward enters carrying fresh towels for your stateroom. All right. A new steward enters carrying fresh towels for your stateroom. He looks Egyptian. Choose one of the following: spot hidden, anthropology, or luck. Our anthropology is non-existent. Our spot hidden is 50. Our luck is 55. So what do you want to do? Spot hidden or luck? Don't bother with anthropology. You can't do that. So yeah, go spot hidden or luck. Your choice. Dice are ready. Spot hidden. Okay. Everyone's going for spot hidden. I roll 0-5, which is an extreme success. First extreme success tonight. Spot hidden 91. Something glistens beneath his open jacket, troubling you. Okay. Attempt to dodge to try and get out of our room. Oh, the dice are lovely. 17. We had a 30% chance of success. Roll a 17. Okay, with a successful dodge roll, you can push past him and escape. He will not follow. Excellent. Excellent. So we also had a hit on the so we've escaped that. Scheduled ship's tour. Right, ship's tour. It does say make a spot hidden roll. I wish I could show you these dice at the moment. I've rolled 0-5, 17, 0-1 in order. That 80 odd we rolled to start with. Forget about that. I've rolled 180 something, 190 something, but the rest of the time they've been fine. So 69. During the ship's tour, there were two foreigners standing on deck. The tall fellow wears a robe with a cowl, perhaps Arabic or Turkish. A shorter fellow, ferret-like, looks in your direction. They seem out of place on this ship and make you feel uncomfortable. There we go. And thus, with that knowledge and having escaped a possible assassination attempt, we are back at 187, and it is, we move on a day. So Sunday is done, and it is Monday, and that's where we'll begin next stream. So we're still going with this book, still going. Yes, the German had bad luck. The industrialist is doing very well at the moment. The dice like him. He's paid them off. He's paid the dice off. Okay, I'm going to put the book away. Right. Basically, ship's steward, we let him into the room. He had something shiny inside his jacket. We saw it and we escaped. And then on the stroll on the tour, we noticed we were being watched by a couple of dodgy Egyptian types, which we knew anyway from previous. But no matter, we are still alive. We're unhurt. We made a successful dodge roll. Straw Piglet. We made a successful spot hidden, followed by a successful dodge roll. The dice have really, really turned in our favor these last three rolls. The last three rolls have totaled 23 in percentile dice. That's magnificent. Right. So I'm just going to pop this away because we are done for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed this little session. We've lost our first character. Poor Louis Grunwald, trusting the old taxi driver took us to the Parthenon, and had us eaten by zombies. Right. All that remains for me to do now is to thank you all for taking part. We've had plenty of people in tonight who've got channels. I am going to give those a bit of a shout out. Mage was in earlier, check him out, new video out today, and Onion Buns Bumble Stump is still alive. Level 2 now. Hungar likes to have chats on his channel. Oh, Cooler King's joined us. Hello, Cooler King. How you doing? Who else has got a channel? Elf Bates popped in. He's got a channel. Crafting Gamer was in earlier. He's got a channel as well. So support the people who support me. Give them likes. Give them love. Thank you everyone who's been taking part. I'm going to play some more with that Stream Elements bot because some of those were quite good fun. So if you want to suggest any messages, then just message me in Discord. I think you might have to add me as a friend before you message me, but I'm your friend anyway, aren't I? But speaking of Discord, just a quick reminder, we're playing OSE tomorrow, 2 sessions scheduled. Gene from Inksplat Records is running the the early one, the afternoon my time. If you're in the west of the Atlantic, then it's early morning. And I'm running the other one. So who else has got channels? Hungar, Elfbait, Crafting Gamer. Who else did I mention? Who has a channel? It's late. My mind's going on me. Who else did I mention who got a channel? I'm sure there was somebody else. I've forgotten you. I'm sorry. Mage's Musings. Anyway, so if you want to play some OSE tomorrow, you're more than welcome. It's a drop-in game. It's very casual. The characters are first, second, and third level, mostly first level. All my characters are still first level. Drop-in game, just old school style, bit of fun, very lethal, very low power, just a bit of fun. Enjoy. So come along and play tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thank you all. Good night.